happy Friday. I'm Jennifer from the Somerset County Family Community Health Science today, and we're here in the kitchen going to make apple fritters and talk all about apples. Fall is one of my favorite seasons, and what I love is the produce, especially apples. So here is a super simple recipe. I'm calling them apple fritters. They're kind of like pancakes actually. So what I've done is I've prepared just a pancake batter, just from a mix. I'm using a buttermilk mix, and I had just added water. You could use a protein-based pancake mix. You can use buckwheat, whatever you like. And then you take an apple and you slice it thin, like super thin like that. You could leave the skin on, or you can peel it off, whatever you prefer. What you're gonna do is just dip it into the batter and coat it. Now I have my griddle all heated. I did add a little bit of butter. If you don't want to use butter, you can add a spray, but you want to get it nice and coated, and then just place it onto your hot pan. Now this is something really easy the kiddos at home can help make. This is a great after school snack. It's a great dessert in the evening, and it literally takes minutes to make. Okay, so we're gonna get this griddle nice and hot. Let that sizzle for a few minutes. And that's it. All right, so let's talk about apples while these are cooking. Now apples is, I think, Americans' favorite fruit, right? In a year, an average American will eat about 44 pounds of apples. That sounds like a lot, but think about it. They're a year-round fruit. There's so many different varieties. Put the comments what your favorite type of apple is. I love Macintosh and Honeycrisp are my two favorite apples. So I want to know. Drop in the comments what your favorite apples are. And it's so true, because I just came back last week from doing a From Our Farm apple program with a local preschool, and the little ones, they love talking about apples and apple picking, and they enjoyed all the colors too. They enjoyed yellow apples and green apples, so it was really fun talking to them about how apples grow on an orchard and the nutrient value. Now, one of my favorite ways to eat apples is to dip it in peanut butter. But I have another fun idea I wanted to share with you. And this was a video that I did a while back called Apple Ring Donuts. Now what you do is you slice the apples a little bit bigger than what I did. And then you want to make sure that you core out the center so that they are a ring, like a donut. And then you can top it with your favorite creamy topping. A healthy version would be strawberry Greek yogurt, peanut butter, or your favorite nut butter, chocolate hummus. So that would be a good base. And then you top it with fresh fruits, blueberries, sliced bananas, crushed up graham crackers or crushed up pretzels, favorite nuts, just, healthier toppings. It really makes a fun treat for your kids as well. All right, I'm gonna flip these. These look ready. All right, they do. Look how quick that is. Okay, so we're just gonna cook the other side. Now, I tested these out with my daughter. She really loved them. She wanted to put syrup on top, but if we're talking about some healthier choices, what we're gonna do is top it with just a little bit of cinnamon, just a sprinkle for that subtle taste of cinnamon, and that really reminds me of fall. You could also just put a little touch of powdered sugar on top, or even just a dollop of Greek yogurt. Okay, so another trick I want to mention, when you are using apples, if this is something that you wanted to prep ahead of time and slice up your apples, okay, you can see I sliced this just a few minutes ago, and it already is starting to turn brown. That's the oxidation. When the air hits the fruit, right, it turns brown. So if you want to prevent that, you can put a little bit of lemon juice on top, and that will preserve your apple slices and kind of slow down that oxidation process. Okay, and I think these are ready. They are. This is like my new favorite thing. I always come up with new favorite foods, and this is going to be a great quick treat all the time. All right, I'm going to let that big one just cook another minute longer. I'm going to sprinkle it with the cinnamon. Okay, now I want to show you the inside. So this is the fritter part. When you cut it open on the inside, you see the apple, and it is soft. If it's a little too crunchy for you, what you can do is take the plate, pop it in the microwave for 10 seconds, and that softens it up even a little bit more. I'm gonna take this off. But some of you might like that little crunch. Think that the apple is soft on the outside, but it's slightly crunchy on the inside. So play with it. Like I said, if you want it really soft, put it in the microwave for about 10 seconds after. But I will pop the recipe in the comments below. It's really just your favorite pancake mix. Dip in your sliced apple and put it on your fry pan and top with cinnamon. So enjoy. Let us know if you make this and you try it. Have a great weekend.